It's time for the Morning Quickie with Sir William, the Duchess, and Cubby Kirk.
Good day, it's me, the Duchess, and I have with me none other than the one, the only, Sir William.
I'm here.
Do you have the news?
I do. You ready?
Everybody get ready for the most influential man in the world. This guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That guy.
You better get that checked out.
Our guy.
That is totally false.
Bill has saved lives just by asking, if your friends jumped off the bridge, would you? There's been multiple fertility clinics asking Bill for his help, because if he did, they believe the world would be a better place. Everybody get ready for this guy. That guy, our guy, the most influential man in the world, Bill Guerin.
Hey, thank you, Jeremy. And now in news headlines, President Trump and his Republican allies went on the offensive on Monday, vowing to pursue and even punish those responsible for the Russia investigation now that special counsel has wrapped up without implicating him or his campaign in a criminal conspiracy to influence the 2016 election. Mr. Trump, grim-faced and simmering with anger, denounced adversaries who have pounded him for 2 years over the Russian election interference, calling them treasonous people who are guilty of evil deeds and should be investigated themselves. Those people will certainly be looked at, he said. On Capitol Hill, the Republican chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee announced he would do just that, while also calling for a new special counsel to look into the origins of the last one. White House officials and Republican lawmakers demanded the resignation of a Democratic committee chairman investigating the Russia matter, and Mr. Trump's re-election campaign lobbied television networks to blackball Democrats who advanced the collusion theory. The Department of Justice on Monday announced that it is siding with the district court ruling that found the Affordable Care Act unconstitutional. The move is an escalation of Trump's administration's legal battle against the health care law. The DOJ previously argued in court that the law's pre-existing condition protections should be struck down. Now the administration argues the entire law should be invalidated. U.S. District Court Judge Reed O'Connor ruled in December that the Affordable Care Act's individual mandate is unconstitutional and the rest of the law is therefore invalid. The DOJ said Monday that it agrees the decision should stand as the case works its way through the appeals process in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit. The Parkland parents were insistent they would not leave without a plan. It was Sunday afternoon, 1 year, 1 month, and 10 days since their children had been among 17 people killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Now their Parkland community was coping with loss again, this time death by suicide. A former cheerleader and recent graduate, 19-year-old Sydney Aiello, took her life on March 17th after struggling with survivor's guilt and post-traumatic stress disorder, her mother said. 6 days later, a sophomore, who authorities have not identified, died by an apparent suicide. Within hours afterward began circulating of the second teen's death. 65 people gathered at Eagles Haven, a community wellness center scheduled to open next month, talking about what to do. In addition to school officials and community leaders, there were 6 parents in attendance who lost their children in the Parkland massacre, and they were adamant that the group could not leave for the night without a clear plan of action. And finally, an 18-year-old Algonquin man faces charges after he videotaped a partly undressed boy in a bathroom stall at Huntley High School and shared that video with others over Snapchat. Jonathan M. Trunda of the 3600 block of Bunker Hill Drive is free on bond following his arrest in connection with the crime. Authorities say Trunda recorded the video without the juvenile boy's consent, according to the Northwest Herald. Trunda is charged with unauthorizing video recording of a minor, a Class 3 felony, and disseminating a video of a minor, which is a Class 2 felony, according to the article. It is unclear if he is a student at Huntley High School. He is due back on court on April 3rd. Those are your news headlines for Tuesday, March 26, 2019. You know him, you love him. He's our guy, Cubby Kurt, with today's sports update. Well, the NFL's 100th season will open with the 199th meeting between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The league announced yesterday that it would forego the traditional opening night matchup in which the Super Bowl winner hosts the first game of the season on the Thursday of Week 1. Instead, one of the NFL's classic rivalries will open the season on Thursday, September 5th from Chicago's Soldier Field in prime time. The league also announced that the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots will open their season on Sunday Night Football at home against an opponent to be determined. And here's the bad and the good from the mighty whitey spring training as we're wrapping up spring training and getting ready for opening day. We'll start with the bad. Manny Machado signed with the Padres on February 21st. After a build-up that began in November, stoked by the organization's pursuit of the player, the Sox swung and missed at a golden opportunity to kick their long-term plan into high gear. Number 2, Dane Dunning underwent Tommy John surgery March 18th, following top pitching prospect Michael Kopech, who would have been one of the big stories this spring, on the surgeon's table in the latest of a long line of major injuries to top prospects. A year ago, the 80th ranked prospect, according to MLB Pipeline, was trending towards a spot in the 2019 rotation, somewhere behind Kopech. Number 3, prospects Luis Basby had a broken hamate bone, Luis Robert a thumb, Sebi Valava quadriceps, had much less serious health issues, but setbacks nonetheless. On the major league side, outfielder Daniel Palka, hamstring, John Jay hip, and right-hander Ian Hamilton shoulder missed significant chunks of time with injuries. The team's home run leader in 2018, Palka batted .152 with no home runs and missed out on playing time in the outfield, where he needs work. Number 4, right-handers Lucas Giolito and Nate Jones got lit up. The number 4 starter in the rotation, Giolito, had an 8.84 spring ERA. He came to camp with a new arm swing, but followed a year of leading the American League in walks and earned runs with even worse results, giving up 27 hits and 18 walks in 18 innings. And number 5, their record. Wins and losses don't mean too much in the spring, but Ricky Renteria made winning a point of emphasis in the aftermath of 95 and 100 loss seasons, and the team posted a 10-17-2 mark, the second worst in the Cactus League. Now on the good side, super prospect Eloy Jimenez signed a 6-year, $43 million contract Saturday, the most money awarded to a player with no major league experience. It demonstrated the Sox plan to lock up young players for the long term, and Jimenez celebrated the record deal by going 5 for 7 with a walk and a homer in his next 2 games. Number 2, while making the transition from second base to third base without incident, Yoan Moncada's extra off-season work at the plate seemed to pay off, with a .354 average, 17 for 48, with 3 homers, 4 doubles, a triple, and 11 walks. What's more, he hit well from both sides of the plate. Number 3, Tim Anderson, .294, Jose Abreu, .317 with 4 homers and 17 RBIs, James McCann, .33, and Leroy Garcia, .440, all posted good offensive numbers. Yonder Alonso hit .215, but ranked among Cactus leaders with 5 home runs, 3 of them to the opposite field. Danny Mendick, number 4, the infielder with the "Hey Mom, I played against Mike Trout today" quote, that was under the radar minor leaguer who made a name for himself. He led the Sox with 23 games played and returns to the minors with a .333, .452, .636 slash line with 2 homers, 4 doubles, and 10 RBIs. Only Abreu and Alonso had more RBIs. And finally, Robert, the prized 21-year-old center field prospect, went 5 for 13 with 2 triples, a double, and a game-winning homer in the 9th inning, then hurt his troublesome thumb on a slide in a minor league game the next day. In minor league camp, he continued to impress after recovering. Other prospects who stood out, right-handers Ryan Burr, Jimmy Lambert, and Jose Ruiz, infielders Nick Madrigal and Laz Rivera, as well as outfielder Blake Rutherford. Those are your sports headlines for Tuesday, March 26, 2019.
Duchess, what day is it?
Hey, today we are celebrating National Spinach Day.
Please follow us on social media. Our website is twogingers.com. That's gingers with a Z. On Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at Two Gingers, and on Twitter at Two Gingers, at Sir William 1015, and at the Duchess 1015.
It's time. The most interesting woman in the world. Some say if she would have ran back in 2016, she would be the first woman president. The one, the only, the award-winning, the Duchess.
Good day, Suburbia. This is the Duchess calling you again from an undisclosed location. What are you doing for spring break? Well, I'll tell you here in the Huntley area what your 7-day forecast looks like. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 45 degrees, and tonight you'll get as cold as 28. Yuck. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy, a high of 55. Thursday, clouds continue, but we'll get as high as 59. On Friday, afternoon rain with a high of 47. Saturday, they are saying some snow showers in the morning, but who cares? It'll be a high of 37. On Sunday, sunshine returns with a high of 41. Then on Monday, mostly cloudy, a high of 47.
And now, the community calendar.
I love bringing us the community calendar. If you'd like me to announce something that's happening in our area, or maybe you have a special birthday or anniversary or even congratulations, hit me up on social media or email me at theduchess1015@gmail.com. Early voting does begin today, and there are 2 items that I would like to highlight that we strongly support here at the Morning Quickie. The first being the expansion for our local Huntley Library. If you don't know what I'm speaking of, you can definitely find all the information out on your Google machine, or you can go to www.huntleylibrary.org, but I for sure will be voting as a positive in the expansion for the Huntley Library. Also, our very own Sir William is running yet again for the school board. He has been with the school board since 2011 and would like to continue, so if you would be so kind as to give him a yes as well when you're out for your early voting. If you don't know where to go today, you can start by going to the Huntley Park District, 12015 at Mill Street in Huntley. They are open 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. today through Friday, March 22nd. Then also on Saturday, March 23rd, they will be open 9 a.m. until noon. Then on Monday, March 25th through Friday, March 29th, it will be again 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then Saturday, March 30th, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. If you haven't ever early voted, I do highly suggest that as well, as the lines tend to be a little bit less crowded. We will have all this information on our Facebook page, and please don't forget to vote. On Wednesday, March 27th, come out for Cheers Beer Yoga. Yes, you heard me correctly. Beer Yoga is happening Wednesday, March 27th at 7 p.m. at Crystal Lake Brewery. Crystal Lake Brewery is located at 150 North Main Street in Crystal Lake. You can find out more information on their website or on Facebook at Crystal Lake Brewery. Hour-long yoga class while drinking a house brew from Crystal Lake Brewery with Laura Schultz Yoga. Bring a friend and tell them that this is for an all-level yoga class where you will laugh, have a drink, and just enjoy each other's company. $20 per person includes yoga, beer, and an optional tour. Bring your own yoga mat. Easter's right around the corner, and if you're looking for something fun to do with the kiddos, egg hunt and brunch with the Easter Bunny is happening at Port Edwards. Port Edwards Restaurant is located at 20 West Algonquin Road right here in Algonquin. On April 6th from 10 a.m. until 2:30 p.m., you can have brunch and egg hunt and meet the Easter Bunny. Come have a fun-filled day with everyone at Port Edwards Restaurant during the very special visit with the Easter Bunny. They will have two separate seatings, one at 10 a.m. and one at 12:30, each with their very own egg hunt. You can call for reservations. Seating is limited. The phone number is 847-658-5441.
Tickled pink that things aren't going my way, 'cause that would be boring. Spend my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date. It was only on my birthday. Never mind all the lines on the highway. Give me time to reflect a bit, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning.
Hi, it's me, the Duchess. Sir William and I would like to thank you so much for joining us for the Morning Quickie. If you would be so kind as to share it with two of your closest friends, and please don't forget to click that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.
Stay classy.
Bye-bye.